Okay, so I haven't really had much luck doing this with the new way, so I'm just going like this. Marina is making hot chocolate mix with her friends. Each container contains a hot chocolate mix and contains 75% chocolate powder. What is the percent represented as a fraction and a decimal? So you have 0.75, or you have 75 hundredths of a percent. So let me get into something else to write with, something darker. Sorry. Alright, so you have 0.75%. Okay, you want to change it to a fraction and a decimal. You mark off the percent sign, you move the decimal back 2 places to the left. So then you're going to fill in your zero, so you have 0.0075. So you're marking off A and you're marking off C. Okay, that's it as a decimal, but you need it as a fraction. That's 75 10,000ths. Okay, simplify that by 25. 75 divided by, 75 divided by 25 is 3. 10,000 divided by 25, that's 4. 0, bring down a 0, bring down a 0, 400. Okay, so the only answer choice that works there is D. Do not miss that. That's baby. Do not miss it. Nick bought green, red, and yellow golf balls to measure the effective wind it has on his golf swing. He paid $4.80 for 6 green. The price of the red was more expensive than the green. The price of the yellow was less expensive than the green. Which of the following could have been the prices of the red and the yellow? So in order to figure out how much the red and the yellow are, we have to first find out how much the green are. So in order to do this, you're going to have to find a unit rate. To find a unit rate, we're going to set up a WKU. So you have green balls over money. Okay. What did we know? That 6 cost $4.80. How much for 1? Well, what did you do to this 6 to get 1? Divided by 8. So you're going to have to take what you do to the top, you do to the bottom, divided by 6, not 8. I said 6. I said 8. It's 6. Divide by 6. So you're going to take $4.80 and divide it by 6. Okay, bring your decimal straight up. How many times will 6 go into 48? 8. Bring down your 0. How many times will 6 go into 0? 0. So the green cost 80 cents. Okay? Up here in my story, it said the red was more expensive. So red has to be greater than 80. So red golf balls are 80 each. That is not more expensive. Red golf balls were $1. That's okay. Red golf balls were $1. That's okay. Red golf balls were 70. That is not okay. That is not more than 80. Then it goes on to say that the yellow golf balls were less than the green. Okay, so now we're looking for less. So that already didn't work. Is 20 cents less than 80 cents? Yep, that's looking pretty good. Now, is 80 cents less than 80 cents? No. So the only answer choice that will work is B. D. Aaron reads 4 books in 32 hours. At this rate, how many hours does it take him to read 1 book? Okay, this is a unit rate. W, K, U. What are you comparing? Books and hours. What do we know? It took read 4 books in 32 hours. It's asking me, at this rate, how many hours does it take him to read 1 book? I'm looking for hours. What did I do to 4 to get 1? Divide by 4. What did I do to the top? Do to the bottom. What's 32 divided by 4? X equals 8 hours. On your test, there is a decimal. Do not be a baby and freak out. Cheyenne's karate class has 24 boys and 12 girls, which represents the part of the class that is boys. Okay, this is a ratio. This is a part to whole. Part to whole. You're looking for boys over the total class. How many boys are there? 24. How many total students are there? Well, you're going to have to add the boys and the girls. What's 24 plus 12? 36. Now, this isn't an answer choice, so you're going to have to what? Simplify it. Simplify it by 12. 24 divided by 12 is 2. 36 divided by 12 is 3. My answer is 2/3. That's baby easy. Make sure you are labeling here. Okay? If you don't find your answer choice, you might need to simplify. A small Big Gulp at 7-Eleven has a capacity of 455 5/10 milliliters. What is this measure in liters? King Henry died unexpectedly drinking chocolate milk. On the U, you're going to put meters, liters, and grams. Okay? What do you have? You have 455.5 milliliters. Remember, these can stand alone. These have to have something else. This is a prefix. This is kilo, hecto, deca, deci, centa, milli. It has to have one of these units with it. Only meters, liters, and grams can stand alone. So you're starting at milliliters and you're trying to get to liters. So you're going to put your pencil on where you start, milliliters. You're going to jump 1, 2, 3. Jump 3 times in which direction? To the left. That means you need to move your decimal that many times to the left. 1, 2, 3.455 liters. Okay? Pretty easy. Don't miss that. That's a baby one. Kennedy saved $42 of her money. She needed $60 to buy a necklace at the mall. Express the fraction of the cost of the necklace that she saved as a decimal. Okay, so, well, she saved 42 out of 60. Okay, you can do this a couple different ways. You can make this set to a decimal place value, tenths, hundredths, thousandths, whatever. Look for that. Okay, what did you do to this 60 to get 10? You divided by 6. To do to the top, bottom, divide by 6. What's 42 divided by 6? X would equal 7. And then over 10, what is this? 7/10.7. Or you could just do 42 divided by 60. How many times will that won't work? You have to put a decimal, bring it straight up. How many times will 60 go into 42? 7. And look, you get 7/10, you get 7/10. I don't care how you do it, don't miss it. Number 7, Abby found an old-fashioned lemonade recipe that uses 1 cup of lemon juice for every 6 cups of water. Maggie found a recipe that uses 1 1/4 cups of lemon juice for every 7.5 cups of water. Which statement is true about the 2 recipes? Okay, this problem right here is a whole bunch of work, okay? And I don't really have very much room, so I'm going to skip 7, do 8, and then come back to 7. Listen to what I said. I'm going to skip 7, do 8, and then come back up to 7. Okay, so we're skipping it. Hunter's Bakery marks up the price of their chocolate chip cookies 14.5 times the original cost. Express 14.5 as a percent and a decimal. Well, this is easy. 14.5 as a percent. 14.5. That's how you write 14.5. To change a decimal, there's your decimal right here. 14.5. To change a decimal to a percent, you move the decimal 2 places to the right. 1, 2. And you're done. Okay, so now we're going to do number 7. Okay, so now we're going back up to do number 7. Okay, she found an old-fashioned lemonade recipe that uses 1 cup of lemon juice for every 6 cups of water. So Abby's WKU. So you have lemon juice over water. It is 1 cup of lemon juice for every 6 cups. How much for 1? Okay. And then, so this would be Abby's. So that's divided by 6. So 1 divided by 6 So this would be 1, 4, bring down a 0. That's going to go in there 6 times. This is going to be 36. It's going to go in there. So it's just going to keep repeating. So it's 0.16 repeating. Okay? So then Maggie found one that uses 1 1/4 for every 7.5 cups. So W, K, U. Okay, so now I need to do Maggie's. Thank you. Which lemon juice over water again. And it says that there is 1.25. I'm doing it as a decimal for every 7.5. How much for 1? Same thing. Divide by 7.5. So I have 1.25 divided by 7.5. Outside, inside, up. Will it go in there? No. So it'll go in there once. 75, 0, 5. Bring down a 0. That'll go in there 6 times. 6 times 75, that's 30. 42, 43, 44, 45. Look what's going to happen. It's going to repeat. So the ratio, it's going to keep going. So hers was 1.6 repeating and Abby's was 1.6 repeating. So the ratio, it says Abby's has a greater ratio? No. Maggie's has a greater ratio? No. It's not impossible? No. Has the same. Okay. So not many questions left, and I only have like 2 minutes, so I'm hurrying. After school, Roy rides his skateboard home, a distance of 3.6 kilometers. Which proportion can be used to convert 3.6 kilometers to meters? Okay, so I know that 1 kilometer is equal to 6,000, is equal to 1,000 meters. So let's set up a proportion. I know that 1, if I have W, K, U. I have kilometers over meters, right? 1 kilometer is equal to 1,000 meters. I want to know how many meters 3.6 kilometers is. Well, which one looks like that? Meters and kilometers? No, it has to be the same, and same on top, same on bottom. So 1 over 1,000, yes. A fruit basket has 9 apples to 36 oranges. What is the ratio of apples to the total fruit? Okay, how many apples do I have? 9. How much total fruit do I have? 36 plus 9 is what? 45. Simplify that. Divide by 9. It's 1/5. So apples to total fruit is 1 to 5. The ratio, okay, on this one's kind of hard. You're going to draw a thing on your paper. It's actually you're just actually going to have to match it. Just pay attention. It says this is dogs, and then this is cats. But that's not the way that it's given to you, okay? So you're going to have to pay attention. The graph's going to look like this. You're going to go over 5, up 3, okay? So just pay attention. Your graph should never go backwards. It's going to have to be going like this. Coach Davis repainted the lines on 3/8 of the football field. Write the percentage that is equivalent to 3/8. So 3/8. You were taught that the eighths can go into the thousandths. What did I do to 8 to get 1,000? Times 125. What I do to the bottom? I do to the top. So you're going to get what? 375,000. 0.375. That's the decimal. 0.375 to get to a percentage. 37.5% decimal. Easy. Don't miss that.